Well, it's 9 o'clock, December 22nd, and we are waiting for the Granite County Commissioners meeting to begin. And you can see from the agenda, session convenes and Pledge of Allegiance. So we're waiting. Video. Oh, here we go, folks. Something is happening, I think. We don't know. (9:01). They're probably having their little conversation that started before 9 o'clock. When I used to attend in person, they would be already in there. They being the road and bridge superintendent. Let's see. Right over there. Right over down there. Superintendent Paul out gives his weekly report, but they're going to talk about that. Oh, here we go.
I will, yeah.
See, they already started the meeting.
Well, I understood all of
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. That's funny. Normal.
Chuck might be coming on Zoom.
Okay, it says he might be on.
Okay, so this is the time set for a bid opening for truck, belly dump truck, side dump, and regular dump truck bids as advertised.
Mr. Chairman, we have 3 bids.
Okay.
First one is from Bob Weaver.
Someone said they didn't know. I said, oh, darn.
I figured there'd be at least 5.
I did
said,
too.
there's some bit been in the paper, it's been there. Yeah. We done
2 weeks in the paper.
Two belly dumps, 115 per hour per truck. 2 dump trucks, 95 per hour per truck.
Really, Vicky?
Really? Really?
Oh, apparently Miss Mickey
No,
gets
I
it
sensed it.
along with somebody else.
This is from L&L Trucking, Lawrence Nelson. Truck prices for 2021, 12-yard dump truck, $90 per hour, 20-yard belly dump, 115 per hour, and he has included his independent contractor employees. This is from Shedhorn Hauling, Frank and Monica Prince. A bid for 2 belly dumps, 1 dump truck with additional dump trailer. Total of 3 trucks available, given 2 days prior notice, includes 3 professional drivers, hourly rate of $115 per truck. Fuel class, the fuel rate is above $3 a gallon. The hourly rate will need to be renegotiated. Current DOT inspection, current operating authority in good standing with DOP. License, registration, and insurance can be provided upon acceptance of bid.
Well, he's worried about that. With this new, fuel could be $4. And so he's thinking,
Yeah.
I understand.
Did that. We never got nothing from Park that and actually sooner, so I don't know how to get it. Do I dare call him?
Ask Becky. If he doesn't have it, then he'll just have to be added on like we did last year.
Yeah, it's supposed to have already been in, so you, but, yeah, the notice says they could be added on this lower priority if they match the bid.
I think
But she
we
might
better-
have it sitting. You might ask
Oh,
her.
see, yeah, if it's here, you bet.
Right.
You bet. Otherwise, we better deal with these three. Chuck, are you on?
Yeah,
Okay, so are you hearing what we're doing here?
some of it.
And so we got, 3 trucking bids and, Scott's going into the clerk and recorder to see if there isn't another couple ones here that we didn't get, but they're here.
What was the second one, L and L?
Yes. Yeah. Set, find anything? Okay. We'll deal with these three, and later bids are gonna come in if they want it, but they're gonna have to be at a lower priority.
You okay? It sounds like they're the same, aren't they? These three?
Yes.
The
Yeah.
L and L dump truck was the cheapest,
Yeah.
90.
Belly dumps are all the same. L&L's dump truck, $5 cheaper.
Oh, okay. So you need a motion to go with L and L? Or whoever?
Well, do you wanna separate the dump trucks from the belly dumps, or how do you wanna do this, Paul?
I think we just do like we did, as we've always done. If we need a dump truck, we're gonna go with L&L. He was the lowest price, and we'll do it. If he's not available, we move to the next person. That's what we've always done before.
What about the bellies? How do we?
We just call
prioritize?
them and, Bob's got 2, L&L's got 1, Shedhorn's got 2. If we need 3, get 1 from each person. They're all the same price,
Right.
you know?
Is there any
I think
priority
you gotta
if we
split.
need one? What do we do then?
I guess if, say you use Shedhorn first, just for an example, if he's not available, use the next guy. Next time we need 1, use a different, you
Yeah.
call a different guy first.
The first round, you could do like a random drawing, and go off of that or something like that. Go, that might
Sure.
be the starting point, and then rotate.
Come in here and say, we're gonna draw, we need 1 truck, figure out who, just get 1, you know,
Just draw one and then keep
Sure.
that priority list.
and then flip it to the bottom or whatever. But normally, if we're gonna need 1, we're gonna need 5, so.
Yeah.
One thing in your motion, if you're gonna allow that additional fuel cost, I put that in your motion. If you're not gonna allow it, then
Fuel
Yeah, I
costs is,
didn't- Go ahead.
Go ahead, Chuck.
I didn't understand that fuel cost thing.
he's saying that he wants to work at $115 an hour right now, $2.50 for fuel. But if it gets over $3, then maybe he's gonna need $120 an hour.
Oh, okay.
He's the only one that put that in the contract, so if L&L is gonna work for 115 regardless, then that's just what it'll have to be,
they'd have price, they'd have.
at that
priority.
price, at
They'd have
115,
priority.
absolutely.
Right. So my motion is to get L and L for the regular dump truck, and I still don't know what to do with the belly dumps. Well, all of them together?
Yeah, we're gonna accept all 3 and the priority will come with the draw. How's that?
Okay, and accept all 3 of the belly dumps and then have a draw.
Gotta have a rotation with them
Yeah, after the draw rotation.
to keep it.
Yeah, then rotate the use.
Sounds good.
Is there a second? Commissioner Adler seconds Commissioner Hinkle's motion. Any discussion on the motion? Any public comment on the motion? Or on the motion? Except the dump truck charges? Is there any public comment? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay. So Paul's here and talk about what's going on with the road and bridge, guys.
Pavement Solutions, they've got our deal and we put them down for 8 miles of chip seal.
Yeah.
They would like to have us give them where we're gonna be working at. We need to decide on our 8 miles. You know, we know we're gonna do Georgetown Lake and whatever, but so that they can schedule where they're coming from and where they're gonna stage. And so I guess I'd like to put what I think for 8 miles that we're gonna do and put that on a schedule for next week or the week, sometime in the next couple of weeks. And then we can talk about it so we can tell them what we're gonna do. And also, is Hans ever gonna survey these piles? And if he is too busy to do it, I'd like to get a hold of someone else to get our chip piles surveyed. We have got to know what we have in those
You can
piles.
call him too. We don't.
No, I know it, but I mean, he's already been called, he's
No,
been
we-
contacted. Is he gonna do it or not?
Well, he hasn't talked to none of us. So I
Yeah,
didn't call him.
he-
We can call him right now.
Yeah,
He ain't gonna do it. Let's call him.
Yeah, he said he'd do it.
he said he'd do it. Yeah, what was your report?
We just told him there was no big hurry.
Okay.
But if we don't get it done, we're not gonna be able to buy chips and then we're gonna be all screwed up when they wanna do it.
Call him right now.
Yeah, just ask him to do it as soon as he can.
I'll call him when I
Yeah,
leave, and I'll see if we can do it right after the first of the year, because we really do need to get it done so we can figure out, because we gotta have that on the budget. Okay, if we need to get 2,000-3,000 yards of chips, we gotta have them on hand.
Tell him we agree with you. We want to
Okay.
do it quicker. Sure.
But I do think we should, in a meeting, sit here and figure out the 8 miles that we're gonna do.
Yeah.
So we can say, okay, this is on the agenda and that's our plan. What do you guys think?
No, I agree. I think then you guys know what to do in the spring. That's good. And by the way, is that bridge on that plan? The bridge going to Drummond?
No.
Okay.
That was a whole different deal.
I know, but one of the things we talked about is if we ever get a chipper close, we'd like to chip that bridge. It would seal it better.
Oh, we should
Last
definitely,
longer.
just the bridge, you mean?
Just the bridge.
Yeah, yeah. we
Not the
should do
road,
that.
just, could they scoot over and do that, you think?
Well, if we're gonna do that, we should chip from Highway 1 to the bridge.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying that it was good practice, they said, if you could get some chips in
Yeah.
there, it would last, maybe.
Yeah, we just gotta figure out if we can do it from the end. And that was one of the deals from the Highway 1.
From Highway 1 all the way to the end of the bridge. Yeah.
Well, just so you don't forget.
That'd probably be a
No, we should put that just on, that'd be one of our spots.
Okay.
That was pretty major.
Yeah,
Because it
Well,
will last forever.
yeah, I mean, we gotta do East Fork, we've gotta do Georgetown Lake. And the main dump out here has gotta be done. You know,
It's all-
And that's
So how
just-
many
but that's
miles
just
do
my
you have
opinion.
offhand, you know?
I don't have my paper here, but I gave you guys all paper.
Yeah, you did.
I guess I think, and then we can put it on the agenda for next time. But
Well, I know Georgetown Lake's 1.1 miles, East Fork's 1 mile. To the rodeo grounds has gotta be, it's gotta be a little over a mile probably, huh?
the one end of town,
Yeah.
maybe it's saying as long as there's
So that agreement with pavement maintenance solutions, we have like blank lines in the signed agreement, they'll just need to all fill in once we figure that out.
Right.
Yeah.
Cause I don't have to.
So is it, I mean, you kind of got these in your mind. You want to just do it today? What we're gonna do?
Fine with me.
I'm okay with it.
Let's just do it then.
So why don't you go through your list and tell us what,
Cause we had it in here and that we were supposed to look at it, we just, if we don't, we're just waiting on hands, but if we don't figure out what we're gonna do, these guys are gonna back out of this.
Right.
And that's what I'm worried about, that's why. This is just,
Well, our main ones would be, again, that's just in my mind, the Peaburg Dump Road, that's 1.1 miles. There's a lot of traffic on that road.
right,
West Mullen is 1.5. Georgetown Lake is 1.1. East Fork is 1 mile. That's 1, 2, 3,
4.7.
4.7.
really half, we're
Uh,
a little over half, we're saying 8 miles.
Verlanic Road is 2. That's
Atlantic Road, I think.
that's a pretty important road.
6.7.
The State Shop Road behind in Drummond is a 1/2 mile.
So anyway, iPad here is
And
Commissioner
we should do the
Chuck
Burt Weaver
Eagle,
Road. But we can't
and
do the
figure
Burt
out how
Weaver
to
Road
put
if
his
we're gonna
name on
do,
there.
what are we at right there, 7 what?
He's attending remotely.
So if we do from Highway 1 to the rodeo grounds,
7.5 miles, you say.
so if we do the Highway 1 to
Mike,
the rodeo grounds, that's at 8.5.
Sounds good.
do you have all
That's a
those?
start, and you know, when we get to it, we have an idea where that, and we get to it, then if we need to change something or add a little bit, we can, let's just leave it open in case we have to, you know, it don't match up to the 8 point.
Well, I mean, this is tentative, but it's gotta be a goal, and we would give that to these
I
people.
wanna make sure that's in the motion in case we
Yep.
see something else falling apart that we can throw in another 1/2 mile or something, as long as they're gonna be here.
I think on our budget, we are all in agreement, we're hoping to add 2 or 3 miles to this, right?
Right.
For the next budget.
Yeah, but I just wanna make sure it's in the.
So why don't you go ahead and make a motion, and then I'll just have Paul read them, so Mike gets it.
I'll make a motion on the miles of. Let's see. The chip sealing under the recommendation of the supervisor Paul. And it might change due to the fact once we get going, it might be a little more or a little less, but right now.
But these at least you want to try to get done, okay? All right, so, and they are, just read them.
The Peaburg Dump Road, 1.1 miles.
Okay.
The road behind the Drummond State Shop is a 1/2 mile.
Let's go in the order. West Mullen is 1.5. Georgetown Lake is how many?
1.1.
1.1,
Let's go ahead, sorry.
East Fork,
1 mile.
Atlantic Road,
2 miles.
State Road behind Shaw,
1/2 mile.
Highway 1 to rodeo ground.
We're calling it 1 mile. I haven't clocked that road.
That's here in Phillipsburg.
No.
Drummond from Highway 1
All right.
to the
Cut off.
to the bridge where they just fixed it.
That's a major, that,
Good.
And then we want to do the bridge.
Correct.
So that,
yeah, we'll be up.
You got West Mullen, Mike?
Yeah, West Mullen,
1.5.
So you got 7 roads.
Let's just go with that.
Okay, so
Changes, we can change it.
is there a second to Commissioner Adler's motion?
Yeah, I second it.
Okay, Chuck seconds it. Discussion on the motion? Does everybody understand the motion? Is there any public comment on the motion?
Oh, is there any public, so what? There's a comment, who cares?
Any public comment on the motion?
Hmm.
Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Want to stamp that?
Aye.
Aye.
I'll go ahead.
Sure.
What was the last one after the highway one to rodeo grounds? Is there one more?
No, there's 7 of them. Highway to rodeo grounds was the last one they
All right.
said.
All right, well, that's good to get that done. So we're moving on to the lease purchase agreement for 2020 International Snowplow Truck for County Road Department. Where are we at on that, guys?
Or there's a lot of stuff to be
Do we need a motion to do this, Mike, to sign it?
signed. Yeah,
Okay.
they're all marked there, but one of them needs to be signed by all 3 commissioners.
Okay. This is our lease purchase agreement for the plow truck. So is there a motion to go ahead and sign the agreement?
Yeah, I'll make that motion.
Okay. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay. So the motion is to go ahead and sign the lease purchase agreement for a plow truck, 2020 plow truck. Is there any public comment on this action?
Is it almost 150,000?
Any public comment on this action? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay. So go ahead, Paul, you got anything else going on?
Just throwing some sand down on black ice pretty much.
Boy, it's slick this morning.
Yeah.
Semi fits I think the guys are doing awesome. What I've been out and about and seen what they're doing, I want to make a note that there's a guy called and wanted us to try to block the road going to Garnett so that the people don't go up to Robin Island's been broke into a couple times, and he was curious if we could shut that gate in the bottom. We haven't for probably 4 years. Due to the fact that there is people traveling in and out of there. I just want to make a note. He called Paul. I said, yeah.
Where were they wanting to shut it off at?
Right there, Beartown, going to Garnett, because people keep going up in there and breaking into his place, or they're getting stuck. And then he asked if we could maybe plow up to China Grade. Well, right now, no, because we'll have our trucks.
We're just not gonna do, we haven't took care of that, and we don't have the time to take care of it. And if we open that gate, we're gonna be doing it for every road in the county.
Well, it's not opening a gate if he wants it shut.
I'm talking about
Wow.
just opening that
Open that road.
Yeah. No.
I said, oh my God, no, it's not good, because there's too many people that live up
Yeah,
there.
do you request a lock gate?
Huh?
A lock gate?
It's the one that's been there for
Yeah.
30, 40 years, but if we shut that, then the people that can't get in and out.
well, they live above it. Can't just lock them out of their house.
Yeah. You did tell him, no, it's not. Okay.
I said I'd check to make sure that, because he said, well, maybe there's an attorney. I said, wait.
You guys can, by statute, you can temporarily do that, but the people that live back in there,
There's too many, and then, yeah, no, it's just, I'm sorry they're breaking into his place and getting stuck on that road, but right now, the way the ice and that, we'd have to maybe next spring look about trenching a little bit or something. right now.
149, so
So
150,000.
you know this guy, we take no for an answer, or do you wanna send him a letter?
I think we better send him just a little letter, just so he knows it got put on record that it's gonna be as is.
Could you help Mike post that letter?
You know Rob Nyland, right?
Yeah.
It's just a simple little something to say, nah, we.
Just a
Just
little
leave
something.
as
You
is
know
due to
why
the
he
fact
wants
that
somebody else to
too many
write for
people
him?
traveling
Because
in
I
and
don't
out
think
of
he knows how to
Redmond.
write.
Still people going to Garnett.
So you know what,
Him
since
being,
we're gonna
let's
send
see,
a letter, let's do a motion.
Commissioner.
Motion that we send Rob Nyland a letter that we're gonna keep it as is, and I apologize for the people.
Adler.
Whatever, yada, yada.
But there's people above it we
Oh,
can't.
yeah.
Close. So Chuck, Commissioner Adler's motion is to, send Rob Nyland a letter that, no, we're not gonna close that, is it Bear? What road is it?
Bear
I'm
Town.
going to Garnett.
How prepared
Beartown
they are.
Road, because there's people who live above it and we can't lock them out of their home.
Look how prepared they
Bear
are.
Gulch Road, so.
Right. I'll second it.
You'll
I'll second it.
Okay.
I'll second it.
Plus,
I'll
there's
second
enough roads getting shut down. Why do we want to shut any roads?
Exactly, I'm not for sure,
Oh, now we're for it.
even on my last day.
All out said
Yeah.
so we're not gonna do it. Okay.
In case you can't hear him very good, Chuck, you're talking to the short timer. over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have a,
Hang on a second, we'll do this, any public comment on the motion? Any public comment on the motion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Who cares? Thanks, go ahead, Paul.
so I had the,
Who cares?
one thing, RDO called me yesterday and wanted to know what we were doing with the tractor, and that's the first contact they've made with me since we've got our appraisals done. And I told, it's already in Dillon, they picked it up on Monday, yesterday.
Okay.
And I told them that we had Dillon fix it, and they wanted to know why, and I said because they were about $10,000 cheaper. And they're pretty upset about that, but you know, it is what it is.
They had time. I mean,
And-
it's been 3 weeks before they even got back.
Well, you have two, we had two bids put in on it, two appraisals, and any insurance company in the world is gonna go with the cheapest appraisal, especially when it's $10,000 difference.
Right.
And so that's what I told them, and that's just the way it is as far as I'm concerned. I don't know if there's anything else to say about it.
Well, I think that's good. Yeah, we support that.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, if
Realize
it
how
was
much of this
money
is
coming out of
discussed
anybody else's wallet, they would go with
in
that.
Maxwell.
You guys did the motion last.
Right.
We already got a payment of 24,000 from the insurance company, didn't we, Mike?
Yeah, they're gonna issue one.
Yeah, there'll be a check coming. from
Yeah, I wouldn't even worry
Okay.
about that.
No, I just wanted to let you know that they did contact me. And
Okay.
another thing, is I had a guy come down yesterday to work on the garage doors at the hall shop, and we have our new excavator in there, and, we're gonna put the tractor and stuff in there too when we get it back. But the door is so unsafe, it's a big wooden door. He worked on it and he did all he could do to, he actually, the first recommendation was move our stuff out of there and don't open the door again because it's so unsafe. And if it falls, somebody's gonna get hurt pretty bad.
I will second that. When we were moving cats out of there, okay, it was up about 3 feet and I crawled underneath it and I'm like, shit, I'm gonna lift it up a little bit so I don't kill myself. Holy crap, that door is in.
I talked to the guy yesterday too. He come to actually stop by and did my doors, so I talked to him. He said he's gonna get us some prices and stuff, and my recommendation is just, once we figure it out, we're gonna have to put some doors on there.
We need 3 doors, one on each end and then one in the honey house. But we've cleaned that all out and it's good storage. They're good buildings, they don't leak. And we should be able to use that to store our equipment. And I think that we should put doors on it to utilize.
Well,
Let's see what he's got for bids, and then once
Right.
we get that, we'll move ahead on it.
and send
That
him,
safety door, definitely, that one for sure has to be fixed.
send him to my house and maybe we'll get a little bit of, spread the wealth here a little, huh?
Yeah, he's,
You know, you gotta-
I don't know, yeah, Chuck Wentz is his name,
Doug wins.
or Doug, I mean. And, the other guy that's done our doors for years isn't, he's not available anymore. So-
Just leave that.
Yeah, I
There's
think,
only one guy that's even available.
well, he's the only guy that I know of. I'm sure there's more guys, like
Well,
you,
we're not gonna get into.
Another joke of a
bid war this. This is
Meeting.
something, if we don't do something, we're gonna have a claim against one of them.
Well, I've called 3 for my personal doors lately, all in Missoula, and this is the only guy that will come out. The other said, no, we're too busy. We're not gonna come to home on time. So that's 3. How many more can there be?
Yeah.
Well, I just don't think that you have that storage and you can't put our new equipment in it because we're too cheap to put a door on. But if that big wooden door falls on somebody, you're gonna have a hell of a work conflict.
No, I think we gotta fix it. We'll get the bid.
Well,
Yeah, or kill them.
that could go beyond work comp. It's
Right.
full on, you get outside of work comp.
Well, it's
so,
snowed
yeah.
in now too, Blaine, that,
Yeah.
you know, everybody knows how bad it is
Yeah,
when you
yeah.
start moving it. The guy's recommending, I definitely put in, I'll make a motion, we go ahead with that door for sure, just to get that fixed. And then we can look at the other ones later next year, but right now, or, you know, that one there needs to be fixed like now. I'll
Okay.
make the motion.
Okay, how many do you want us to see as bid, or how do you?
I just think if we don't have time really to go out and put for 2 weeks bid here, and then we wait another week to see them.
But he said he'd come back pretty soon, didn't he?
He would, but they got, it's like anything, they've got to order it, they've got to get it coming. And the longer you drag your feet, hell, it's spring.
That's why I'm saying I'd make the motion, we go ahead and fix that. That door, you know.
The big wooden door.
The big wooden door.
Replace.
Yeah, replace the big wooden door right now.
He worked on it for a half a day yesterday just to try to get it even remotely safe. And he flat told me it is unsafe and don't use it.
Well, this right there, we've been noted, so let's just. move on.
So, you understand Commissioner Adler's motion?
Yeah, I'll second it.
Second, all right. Discussion on the motion. I think it's a safety thing. I think we need to take care of it.
The only discussion I have on that, just tell them go ahead and throw the other prices in on the other door so we get it all, but that first one left.
Just the wooden one.
Okay, discussion, any public comment on the motion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I think we need to fix it. Okay.
Otherwise, we wait is 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and then we're a month, 2 months.
Well, when he gives me the price and the availability, I'll just tell him to order it, do it.
We give you authority.
All right.
I'm gonna add this on, maybe he'll, travel time he cut for, I'm asking. You're coming for the county anyway, you might cut their travel. Or cut
He'll absolutely divvy travel time off if he's got more than one job, but because we've already talked about that.
Okay.
And,
Oh, we already talked
just
about
depends, like,
that.
just say he's gonna put that door
Maybe
up.
we all
That's
could
probably gonna be a day
get our
job
doors
anyway.
fixed, huh?
Sure.
So,
Yeah.
but if it's 3/4 of a day or whatever it is, then he can do
Sure.
something for somebody else. And
Well, and then
For sure.
ordering too, if you have bigger orders, he does. the
Right.
cheaper it
Well, and
is.
then we got them other 2 doors that if we come back, this is the major one right now, fix it so we can actually before somebody gets hurt.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
awesome. You're kind of turning that place into a nice little shop area, and then you get the doors in and stuff.
Right?
well, it'd be good. I mean,
Yeah.
and hell, we need it, and the roof doesn't leak, and we got a lot of
You
equipment.
need it.
Put in.
He
How's
needs
the
it.
bathroom?
That's been on the. We've had the okay to do the bathroom for 3 years, and it still isn't done. Scott wants to put in his and her bathroom, Chuck. I think that's baloney. We just have one for everybody.
That's the way Tarjay is, so you can do it, you can legally do it.
Yep.
But other than that, that's
So, say, Paul, on East Fork, did you ever talk to them guys about the color ribbon?
I did. The bottom ribbon is our right away, and the top one is their cut slope.
Wow.
And it's so far up there. That landowner's never going to let us do that. And then they was only up there for 1 day, and somebody went up on top and they pulled all the top cut lines, all the stakes out.
They did?
Yes, Adam, the guy that did it, called me and asked us if we pulled them out, and of course we didn't. But the only 2 left are one on each end, and all the ones throughout the whole job are pulled.
Well, who would do that?
Got to be the landowner.
Well, he's in Michigan.
Well, he was in Michigan last time I talked to him, but who else would do it?
There's, I think, other that are upset about it.
Oh,
But, yeah, so it could be a number of people.
It could be who?
Could be a number of people that are upset about it. The commission or the county attorney was talking.
Oh, really? People out here?
Well,
Yeah,
we don't know.
right in your country.
We can't blame nobody because we don't know,
Yeah.
but who else would do it?
There's a lot of bad people on East Fork.
people down on the, people in that subdivision on the bottom are worried there's gonna be a subdivision. Well, they live in a subdivision. What the hell do they care? And it just makes the road 50 times better.
Yeah.
But if this guy doesn't agree, in which he isn't going to agree, I think we're at a shut off. Because you see, right?
I have to go look at it again, but you know, on his land, you know, that's where that timber is above and below the road. Is it possible to fill in below the road just on his land, not on Noid's land, you know, where it's real steep? And but I haven't looked at it.
I wonder where it actually splits, Chuck, from land.
I think it's
These
about
are good
where
little
when you
notations.
come
They're
into
more
the
interesting
timber,
than
if you're going
listening.
down the hill.
Uh-huh.
And so you know, because I saw a stake up there.
Isn't this cool? They know what they're
metal
talking
fence
about.
post up there, and I think that was
This
the
is a
corner.
public meeting.
I didn't go up and look at it.
Any
But
of you know what they're
So
talking
you
about?
wanna go on
I
the other
don't.
side of the road and fill it in, stuff?
it's just an idea. I mean, we'd have to look at it to see what it would take. But there is trees growing there.
That'd be up to them to do, you know, right?
What's that?
Well, the issue is, but not really between the county, it's between
Oh, you're
the
having a
landowner
problem
and the
hearing
people
too,
who
aren't
want to
you?
build the road.
Right. So if they wanted to look at that and see if they could go below the road there, and then it goes down to a
So
big
Chuck has
big
an
turnout
iPad
down
that
at the
he
lower
can
part,
use too.
and so you
And
wouldn't
he
have to
can
do anything
use it
hardly
while
there, I
he's
wouldn't
there.
think. But I mean, it's just something to look at. You know.
What's another option?
We talked about eminent domain last week, and the litigation would
Not
take
good.
a long time, and yeah,
You know,
it's an option, but maybe not good.
Well, I'll run that by Adam today. When I leave, I'll call him
Okay.
and see if they have any ideas on putting the dirt below the road.
Yeah, not the whole thing, just that lower part. You know.
Right, just his land.
Yeah.
But
It's just an idea. I can't remember what it looks like, but it's just an idea.
Right, and I don't know just exactly where it splits, you know, because the one guy doesn't mind. He doesn't, you know,
Yeah.
he's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess we should, if we could have that exactly, maybe they need to figure that out exactly where the line does
Well,
split.
Well, I think Adam probably knows.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'll talk to him today.
Okay. I'm good.
I'm glad you're good. Are you going to be talking at
Then I see on
Maxfield
the
later?
emails, somebody keeps writing in about a bridge in Drummond that needs load limits.
Yeah, that's the one going over the slough there by the railroad tracks, and I'm working with her on that now.
Oh.
They got to lower the emergency weight limits on it,
Mm.
and she's
little white bridge.
yeah, and she's gonna I'm just gonna order the signs from her through the state. They'll send us the signs to put on them.
Okay.
I mean, we could order them ourselves, but since they already have one, I just get them through them, unless you guys want to do it different.
Now, we put signs on before and they're gone.
No, there's signs on it, but they're dropping them 5,000 pounds, or 5,000 pounds. And
Dated.
yeah, the state is, and they're putting it as a emergency. So you can go across it with 70,000 pounds, you know, rather
What will
than 80.
What will that do if there's bad emergency? We have to use that.
They'll just cross it under emergency pretense anyway.
That's all. I just want to make sure.
Pretense.
But they
that
want to
word?
put it
Or
needs to be
maybe
posted
pretense.
so that your random guy, if he falls through
Testing
it, that's
pretense.
his problem because it's posted.
Because it's too,
Yes.
it's too heavy.
Good word.
Yeah.
Nicer cities, Brent.
But we gotta take care of it because it's in the county. So that's what they're telling me. But
Okay,
and then the other bridge that
Okay.
the state's worried about is Stony Creek Bridge. And they wanted to know, because we had that on our tentative list to replank this year.
They
And we
may
never
just
got that
end
done
this
'cause we
at
never got the money to do it.
9:45
So I let
when
them
it's
know
supposed to end.
that we fixed some planks on it for this season, and we're hoping to get to replank it next year.
Make sure you give that letter to Mike so he can put that in or approve, or so we can give that to the RAP committee.
yeah,
Because then that'll help. We've gotten some letters. Mayor from Phillipsburg come in here and had us, handed us a letter that they recommended to give the money to us. Those are awesome.
Okay, I'll just forward you the email she sent me wondering about it, Mike. I think actually that you're on that.
I guess saying that that could help on this RAP deal there. There's another, because they just act like we didn't have enough last time. So, have you ever heard from Vogel?
She sent me an email. I did get a letter from the Phillipsburg Chamber of Commerce.
I mean, we're getting stuff to help support us. That's what we need. So, but that'll help too.
Yeah.
Hey,
We should probably order a dozen signs that have blank weight limits on them, and we could just, you just put stickers on them,
Stickers on
but
them.
what you're doing.
If you
It
wanna
wouldn't
get
hurt.
Get them. Go ahead and order them.
where do you go to the prison for that, Scott?
That's where we
Yeah, that's
do.
from Mike. You always get them from the prison, I believe, right, Mike?
I just tell them have them order 12.
We gotta, I'd rather wait just a minute, and because we need to order a bunch of signs. We gotta get some corner signs. We don't have any stop signs. So I was gonna put a list of signs together and get them ordered. So we have to have some signs on hand. We put so many stop signs up on Rumsey and they're all gone again. I don't see any sense in putting any more signs up there.
You go see if the
They're
sheriff,
gone again.
see if the sheriff will bring them back.
Yeah. But I mean,
What do you think of that, Blaine?
do you guys want to keep putting them up and they gone every 2 weeks?
It's a way, I mean, it's.
As far as the, no non-maintained one?
No, stop signs.
Stop signs.
Up Rumsey, they keep stealing every time we put one up, it's gone. So what do we, we can't keep.
We put a half a dozen up at least. And they're all
People
gone.
are irritated with it.
What if we
That's
put,
what the-
what if we put a camera up there, and then just prosecute the hell out of it?
Yeah.
Somebody's got a
Prosecute the
garage
hell
full
out
of
of them.
stops.
But everybody knows that there's gonna be a camera up there.
Well, they don't if you,
But I mean, everybody listening knows that you put a camera up there. You know what I
what
mean?
if we suggest to the sheriff to put a camera up, surreptitiously?
We even
Well, why
went
hey, Paul, why can't you just put one sign up coming down from the ski hill? I mean,
that's the only one that is left up, Chuck. There's one there.
that's all you need.
That's
Right.
my opinion too. There's a stop sign on the Ski Hill Road and people are leaving that one alone, but the other one that doesn't make any sense, they're gone.
Exactly.
I mean, the road should have been left straight and take the jog out of it, but since it's there, it's there.
Well, I'd leave it as it is. Just me.
Good, I think so too.
I don't have a problem with that. I mean, we talked to him about why it was so screwy anyway. And
No,
came
if he
in and
changes
says,
his
"'Cause I paid
mind all the time."
$25,000 that you made us pay to get the damn thing engineered, and if you change it now, I'm not going to be happy." Which I
Tough. You're gonna be
I
gone.
agree with him, And it's a screwy deal. The sheriff agrees with you, Paul, that one sign is sufficient and the other one just confuses people.
When they did that road and they put that jog in there, I wouldn't let them rip the regular road out.
Right.
I had them leave that just like it is and just had them put brush on it.
Okay.
So if we ever did want to just make it straight again like it should be, you just gotta side cast the shit off of it. I don't think we do that. I think we just leave it like it is.
Leave the
Don't put
sign.
any signs up. People are used to it, how it is now, and call it a day.
Okay. Very good. I'm with that. You, Scott?
Yeah.
What's that?
Okay.
I'm good.
Anything else? Chuck's good.
Everybody's
You got
good?
anything else?
Nope, I'm good.
Make sure
Any
you tell the
public
guys,
comment? Comment
you
on
know,
what?
We appreciate all the work
Right.
they're doing. And
Oh, appreciate.
It's a
Oh,
good crew.
his yes. Time.
you've
Okay,
done a
sounds
job.
good.
Okay.
Good.
All righty.
You have a good day and, try to put your whole shift in.
Yeah.
I know it's your last one.
I'm working,
Getting ready to cut it.
I'm working on ways to cut it out.
All right.
You might want to come back at 11.
What a joke.
Good, don't.
That's with Bergmeyer or Matt's
Yeah.
coming in, so you
No.
kind of hear just so, I think you should.
I do too. You might have to protect yourself.
Huh?
Oh.
What's that?
All right.
I guess we're shaking that way, you kind of know what's going on,
I didn't know.
in case you get cornered on the street.
You won't.
All right,
Uh,
But coming back's a good idea.
Okay, we'll see you then.
All right. So this is the time set for Georgetown Lake, outflow.
Oh, look, they didn't mute the
Chuck,
mutes.
we'll read it to you here.
Mute the
Okay.
mutes.
$64, 28, 54.
You hear that, Chuck?
Yeah, but how many inches below?
11.52.
11.52.
Yeah.
We went down some,
Yes.
Yes,
a
we
little
did.
over an inch. So you want to slow it up?
So we're at 30.
Yeah,
I don't.
I don't know
you
what
want
they're
to keep it
doing.
same?
Yeah, I would for this week and then see what this weather's gonna do.
Well, we're gonna be gone for 2 weeks.
But we can change it if we have to. What do you think? You're going to what, 20, 25?
I might go to 25. We're gonna start getting calls because we're gonna be below that 12. If we drop for 2 weeks, we dropped an inch in a week, over an inch. So if we drop, we could be dropping, we could be down to 14.
Well, if you want to drop it, make the motion.
I hate to, but I'll
Jeez.
make the motion to go 25.
These are the people that are supposed to know what they're doing.
CFS.
See, oh, flip
CFS.
a coin.
And it'll be 2 weeks before you review it, probably. All right,
Most likely.
okay. Okay, I'll second the motion. Discussion on the motion, Scott?
I just don't worry about it.
What do you think, how do you mean? Do you think it'll go back up or it'll stay the same? Or-
I think we're,
What does Scott say?
He's worried that it's gonna come back up, Chuck.
How's it gonna come back up? There's nothing to make it come up. What I'm saying, if it dropped an inch in a week, I don't think you see anything that's gonna make it come up. I mean, we're not gonna get rain. See what I'm saying?
yeah, I guess that's just, yeah.
I don't know. If it wasn't I'd go as it is if we could do it for a week, but 2 weeks, I don't know.
Well, you guys could look at it a week and do it on a phone call.
Well, we could, remember.
Well, I'm just looking at the weather here. And there's one day, Saturday, the day after Christmas is 40%. Other than that, it's like 10, 20. There's just no rain coming. No. Today it's 70%, but that's snow.
Yeah,
Snow melts. Did you ever hear that?
I don't know.
Water freezes.
No, I still want to go with 25.
Okay, I second the motion. Any further discussion? Any public comment on Commissioner Hinkle's motion to drop the outflow to 25 CFS? Any public comment? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
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 gotta even know.
10 o'clock is the next month.
Okay,
Watch what he says. Let's
we
see.
got about 10 minutes till our next item here.
Are you gonna mute the mutes? Oh, he didn't. He did.
Need a break.
Can you hear me? They mute the mics. This is when they talk about everybody.
Yeah, Elena, go ahead. Elena?
I'm fine. I just wanted to see if my microphone worked.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hey, Bill, did you call Paul?
I did not yet. I will here.
You know that one from that other guy?
No, I didn't get, his report for some reason. I didn't hear.
Oh, I might as well.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Paul.
Oh, they're
Good.
calling the
So
guy
the
who
commission
works.
voted to cut back to 25 CFS for the next couple of weeks. We'll watch it. It's dropped about an inch or so, or a little maybe over an inch in the last week. Or the lake level has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, not a problem.
Hey, Paul, it's my last day, so I just want to tell you how much I enjoyed working with you.
Just one.
You're a good guy and a real professional, and I really appreciate.
Okay, we're
the
gonna
time
stop
that,
this for now.
you gave me, and I learned a lot from you, so thank you.
You too, buddy. You too. And best of luck and happy holidays.
Yep, Merry Christmas to you too, Paul.
Merry Christmas, Paul.
Okay. Hey, Merry Christmas, guys. Take care, Mike.
Bye.
Bye.
Now they'll mute the mics. Mute the mics. Mute the mics. Mute the mutes. Come on. 9:52. Mute it. Oh, he's not muting. Okay, we're gonna leave here for a minute.